Hello and welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Jessica Clemens, and this Saturday during CCXP, the boys took the stage and they also released a brand new teaser trailer for the finale season premiering April 8th, 2026. It's coming this spring, and Invincible still won't be finished by the time that the boys start, so we're getting Invincible and the boys back to back, baby. And while this may be goodbye to our favorite idiots, we still have Vought Rising to look forward to, and y'all better be watching Gen V so I can get a third season. This video is sponsored by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform that makes launching your own website a breeze. With no further ado, let's get into this trailer. Since I'm reacting to this as soon as I possibly can, we're not gonna get into deep theories or heavy pieces, but still a lot of details. There's a lot of details to look at, so let's get into this together. But of course, before we get into it, make sure to check out nerdriot.shop where you can find the latest and greatest in New Rockstars merch. We got so much great little gifts for Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever holiday you want to celebrate. We got it all. We got gifts for every kind of occasion. This is the greatest way to help your nerd friend or your nerd family or just get your nerd something good in their life. Go check out nerdriot.shop. Tell them Jessica sent you. Okay, let's now get into it. Okay, so we start with a bunch of dead animals. Okay, Kimiko, Hughie, Mother's Milk, and Frenchie are clearly no longer captured. They're not in any kind of prison. Butcher is there in the middle, probably the one that freed them. I don't know what this building is in the back, but it's winter clearly, so that might be what affected these trees, makes them look dead. So it might not be whatever damage is happening across the US. As they mentioned, season 5 picks up 6 months after Gen V season 2. So we know the time, we know the season. And I also love this close-up of Mother's Milk with a beard on again, because I love him more with the beard than without the beard. I think we all did. Okay, we're making the internment camps. Great, this is great. This is great for us. It's clearly a Vought-sanctioned space with Sister Stage, Vought-a-burger, A-Train drinks, and a stage with Homelander's face. Oh, it's not a stage. Okay, this is the Vernon Correctional Facility. This is where Stan Edgar was held before escaping, and the Vernon family was Tech Knight's family. We remember that episode, how much he bragged about his wealth and owning private prisons in season 4. The boys realized pretty early on that Tech Knight was being used for his prisons, so it makes sense that they're using them for just kind of camps now. Oh, and this is a great song. Renegade by Styx is I listen to this song so much, it reminds me of Billy Madison. Kripke always plays rock music in his shows. We ended the 4th season with Nirvana's Heart-Shaped Box, if I remember, and this being Renegade is great because the song is just nearly about being on the run, being an outlaw, being a wanted man. Let me look up the lyrics. The jig is up, the news is out, they finally found me, the renegade who had it made, retrieved for a bounty, never more to go astray, the judge will have revenge today on the wanted man. Oh, this is this is gonna be good. It's now or never. They're at endgame. They have to do this. Oh, okay, so Hughie is here. I just realized the flags on their back is the same as Homelander's cape. It's in the same position as well, so they're all mini Homelanders, I guess. Okay, and this is a classroom. Clearly it looks a bit abandoned. Seeing as Gen V kids were on the run last season, we saw the abandoned library with burned books. It seems 6 months into the future, schools are just drying up. Hughie's wearing this weird-ass cowboy shirt. They've escaped the camp, I assume, by now, and are just in hiding. He told Starlight,
I'm gonna keep fighting, and if you can't, then I'm just gonna fight for both of us.
okay, this makes sense. So he's saying that he'll fight for both of them, which probably is because he might still have that like lingering Temp V in him. So I assume he's also dying. Okay, Frenchie and Kimiko are back together. So Sam and Kate's separation luckily didn't too much. Though if they run into those kids, I'm sure Sam will profusely apologize after the puppets and Gen V reminded him of that unfortunate day where he separated Frenchie and Kimiko.
You wouldn't be the first to throw their life away no more.
Yeah, which is true. I mean, this, you could argue this is true for both Kimiko and Frenchie specifically. Kimiko with the Shining Light Army and Frenchie being basically forced to make weapons for Mallory. Both their origins kind of forced them into what they're doing today. Oh, Annie is using her powers, and I like that the burst of electricity that she's shooting out is conducting or just links to the flagpoles. Also, that's a great follow-up question. Why are there 4 flags in this camp? Is that normal to have 4 flags as a square in the middle of like a jail camp? Feels weird. Okay, Kimiko speaking her sign language. Sure, she's saying, let's go rock. And there's Black Noir stabbing someone in the chest. Some poor soul. It says Vought janitor. Okay, it says Vought janitor, so they're within Vought. There's lots of different wardrobe changes in this trailer, and I love it. It looks like it's gonna be the span of at least a week. I love Hughie's and Kimiko's pants are so pretty. I love this together. The car behind them has no license plate, so I assume that's theirs. Also behind that is the Pack and Go van. They've used that for surveillance way back in earlier season. And Ashley's back with no big head, speaking before the White House seal. This is interesting. I don't like where this is going. Last we learned in the show was during Gen V when Sage was announced as the Vought CEO. Ashley wasn't too happy about that. In the world of the boys, it's hard to trust anyone is even who they are, so this may not even be the real Ashley, but if it is, then it might be good to remember what Sage said earlier about not being happy that she was the new CEO of Vought.
I never took it for the corporate type, TBH.
Ashley Barrett certainly can't. Not in her state.
I feel like Ashley might now be like the correspondent, the political correspondent for Vought, but I don't know, she's definitely putting on a front here. I don't think she's happy about what she's doing. And then we see Zoe. Zoe's back, and every time we see Zoe in a trailer, anytime Zoe appears, it's only when she's using her like tentacle things in her mouth. This is Victoria Newman's daughter, and this looks like the area, the warehouse you enter first before getting into the elevator to Stan Edgar's bunker. So they might have been infiltrated. And then we see Stan Edgar. Okay, and I think this is definitely the bunker. He had similar, if not the same painting while cooking in the kitchen. Okay, and I assume this is God U's campus, maybe the Deep's frat house. You can see the Greek lettering behind them. Someone's being yanked up though. Who's being yanked up? And yanked up by what? And then we have Ryan. Okay, Ryan's angry with blood on his face. His laser eyes have been activated. Great, just what we need in this season. I can't tell if this is still the Greek Row or if this is a church with the high ceiling, or it could be like Grand Central Station. I don't know, it could be something big. What's really weird here though, and this might be me, completely could just be me, unless the actor is taking a moment to push in air into his cheeks before doing his lasers, it just feels like a weird motion. Unless they're trying to hide something we shouldn't be seeing in the trailer just yet. Like, look at it. Am I weird? Am I weird? We'll slow it down. Also, when blood splatters on your face, it doesn't perfectly line up like this. Like, you could draw a perfect U and you see where it's been like kind of edited out. Most of the blood in the boys is on every part of someone's face. We see Hughie get blood completely on the side of his face, but this part looks like Ryan could have been wearing a mask, or again, they're hiding something that's happening from his like cheeks below into his mouth. Maybe he has a new power that we just haven't seen yet. Then we see Sage, and they acknowledge old girl's gonna be affected by what happened in Gen V with Godolkin, so we're gonna get like a pretty emotional, a weird kind of charged Sage for this season, or at least going into it. Also, keep in mind, we don't know her and Homelander's relationship after what happened at Godolkin. Even if they were able to sweep what happened at Godolkin under the rug, the Homelander definitely knows that that 100-year-old mad scientist came back to life. It's that time of the year when you start thinking back to what your New Year's resolutions for 2025 were and realizing that that clock is really ticking. It might be too late to plan that big trip or take up a new hobby, but if you're hoping to build a new website for yourself, Squarespace can help you make that happen today. Squarespace is an all-in-one tool that gives you everything you need to make a website that looks good and does whatever you need it to do. If you're selling goods or services, Squarespace can help you untangle digital payment platforms with just a few clicks, making it easy to start receiving payments right away using popular payment methods like Apple Pay, ACH Direct Debit, Klarna, and more. Plus, Squarespace's design intelligence tool makes it easy to get your website looking just right. It combines 2 decades of industry-leading design expertise with cutting-edge AI technology. Every Squarespace website is optimized to be indexed with meta descriptions, an auto-generated sitemap, and more, so you show up more often to more people in global search engine results. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to go launch, go to squarespace.com/newrockstars to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Oh, and then we see Soldier Boy, and in the reflection is his good old son, Homelander. I don't like this. And this is kind of how they ended the 4th season of The Boys with Soldier Boy. It was just Homelander looking back and realizing, oh, you guys have kept this man frozen in a chamber. And he's keeping him inside his house, it looks like. And this is a great little cryogenic fridge. The handle is so sophisticated, like he's been letting his dad out sometimes. Just saying, there's no reason for this cryogenic freezer or chamber or whatever to look this good unless you're constantly taking someone in and out and just like letting them maybe run around like we see in this trailer. We see Homelander beating someone up. What's new? I do like that it's at Planet Vought though. He has a bloody nose, so whatever did actually hurt him could hurt him. So maybe it was Butcher, maybe it's Soldier Boy, maybe, probably definitely Ryan. He also has a laser hole in his outfit in the chest, so who else can shoot a laser at him and also make him bleed like that? And the thing is, I'm sure Homelander can bleed, it's more so who can get a hit on him. I like that he pulls his hand back like, should I do it? Then he's like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. Also notice in the second scene he has blood on his face as opposed to the first scene. He's kind of nervous about hitting whatever it is, and that's more reason to think it's someone that he actually kind of cares about. It'd be weird to be Ryan because this is planet Vought, and with those giant windows it looks like the same planet Vought back in season 2 that was with Ryan, and Ryan kind of had a panic attack, so feels weird to have a reunion spot of you beating your son within the restaurant you and your son first enjoyed like a meal. Just feels weird. My God, Soldier Boy and Jared Padalecki. Oh my God. And Misha is allegedly supposed to be in this season. People were saying that they saw them around CCXP. Some has said that they kind of confirmed it a little bit online already. So it's a supernatural reunion. And I love that he's doing this for the final season. Is this at the White House? Soldier Boy in the background. We see Soldier Boy. He's in the same outfit that he was last season's. And then of course, Homelander before him. So Jesus Christ, this is gonna be a horrible, horrible shit show. Then we get the 2 red curtains in the back. This has to be the White House. Jesus Christ. We get Frenchie and Mother's Milk. Okay, I assume this is the Deep. And also, I don't know why he's naked, but he's also probably being useless, as he always is. My favorite part of The Boys is the Deep is always the one at the hands of killing sea animals for some reason. So he probably did something to kill this fish. It was probably his fault. And whatever it is probably some other side story that's the Deep being just a freaking idiot. Remember, he killed his octopus wife, he killed the dolphin, he's probably killed this fish. We see A-Train putting on his glasses before pulling like a real Quicksilver move and running while everything is slowed down around him. I like that the first shot felt a little off, it felt a little weird, but I think it only felt that way because the flag isn't moving. So that was like the first indicator that he is going in like true A-Train mode. This might be the night that they escape. Notice the spotlight, it's from the security at the top, and just how everything is rambunctious is probably him and Annie going in to free everybody. Because remember in Gen V, these are the 2 that show up to the kids. These are the 2 that are like, you're a part of our rebel group now. I like that the song is repeating, I don't have very long. Not only does that mean like, oh, the world's about to end, but like, Butcher, if you still are dying, you gotta finish this out before you die, my man. Oh, and then we see another live show. This gospel-ass choir in the back. Oh my God, I love it. That Soldier Boy sigil as well in the back. The angels on the ground, and I think this man is supposed to actually be a Christ-like megachurch preacher in this outfit, similar to kind of Homelander's. And I hate that it's gold, white, and purple. It is just giving black megachurch. I can't stand this. His chains have a very weird Illuminati design, but it's a cross built to also look like an O and an F. In the comics, there was a character named O-Father. In the comics, he did also, you know, molest children. So I don't know. He's probably a bad guy, but you know, in the show, they didn't do that for Godolkin, so they might not have that incorporated for this character. But he also in the comics organized capes for Christ. And of course, Firecracker's there, because why wouldn't Firecracker be there? And we can't see her chest right now, so we don't know if she's still breastfeeding Homelander. Oh, okay, so someone explodes around Jared's character. We don't know who this man is or who is exploding around him, but good to acknowledge this could be thanks to Marie. In the background, you can see a cheetah and a man sprinting in the painting. Other than Shockwave, A-Train, and whoever Harper touched in Gen V to speed around the campus, there was a Mr. Marathon. He's a speedster, and they faked as a catering company for Mr. Marathon in the first episode of the 4th season. So that character could still exist within the world. Mr. Marathon also did wear these sort of like shorts. It looks like he's kind of wearing these right now in the painting. Oh, and then it's Terror. Oh, this is Butcher's dog, but I think it might be like a Terror 2 because the original dog that played Terror actually passed away not long ago. Oh, it looks like him though. Oh, and perfect. We go from Terror the sweet dog to Dognot. Dognot, this is actually honestly a disgusting and diabolical like transition for this trailer. I hate this. It looks like this could be a school's lecture hall, maybe a screening or a theater place, but maybe more likely a lecture hall since we saw him in Gen V. They probably picked up some shots there. It feels like it's probably a lecture hall because all the chairs are orange, but whatever it is, keep Dognot out of it. I hate Dognot. Who doesn't hate Dognot? He fucks dogs. Okay, now we see Homelander booting up. Eric actually flagged this and sent this to me. There's a syringe behind Homelander. It could be a syringe. The syringe we ended with Butcher in the 4th season with was silver though. So this feels more medical grade than the ones that the boys keep getting their hands on. Medical grade as in like this looks like an actual syringe, and the one that the boys keep getting on look like, they're always just like very metal, very like, feels medieval. Then his arms fly back and his lasers are shot into the sky. I love this shot. I love this shot. I love this shot. What I'm thinking is that they could have edited everyone else out of this shot, but it looks like it's Butcher there. If Homelander was ejected with something, it makes sense that Marie would be there too, either to restrain him or administer it. This could be the powers reacting to the drug, but just because the formula works on most Supes to kill all Supes doesn't mean it'll 100% work on Homelander. We need to remember that, because my only hesitation is that showing something this momentous in the trailer feels very weird, but a couple of possibilities make sense. Again, the drug may not have actually worked. This could just be Homelander kind of burping, so to speak, before snapping back into his regular old chaos. With every promo, they're also saying scorched earth, and I'm wondering if Homelander is capable of literally destroying the planet, like unleashing so much of laser power out of his eyes in one burst that it could actually, I don't know, disrupt everything in our solar system. Maybe shoot through the moon. I don't know. It feels like from Earth, he could destroy our planet. Okay, this is the whole gang. So they either split up after or before this scene. I'm assuming after. The last shot we saw with Hughie in this outfit, we could see the belt buckle better. So they feel like they're, you know, one right after the other. And that's the end of the trailer. Oh my God. Oh my God. I just don't want them. It's not that I felt bad for Homelander. I've never felt bad for Homelander, but the ending of season 3 with Soulja Boy and Homelander, I don't know. It's something about this guy being like, oh, my dad. And then your dad being like, are you a bitch? Like, oh, I don't want this to be another one of those. I'm so excited to see where Sage and Homelander's relationship is now after Godolkin. I'm super excited to see how the Gen V kids even fit into this. And man, Ryan, I need you to do something, my boy. I need you to stop acting like a fool and kill your father. I need something better from this. Also, I do want to know what's happening with that syringe filled with like the anti-Supe matter. I need to understand how that's going to play into all of this. Also, I know that we're going to get some characters or an appearance maybe from someone from the prequel series, from Vought Rising. So where's that boy at? You're showing me Dog Knot. Where's Cindy? Oh my gosh, and do not give me Love Sausage. I never want to see Love Sausage again. Comment down below your thoughts on this teaser trailer. Again, the show is coming and premiering in April, so we're going to get a definitely bigger, regular old trailer sooner than later, and I'm so excited. And a big special thanks to one of our YouTube members, Jeremy Dunham, for supporting us at the executive producer level. Thank you guys for watching. Go follow me at Lulu_Clemens. Go subscribe to everything in the new Rockstars network to get your news coverage of everything you love. Thanks for watching. See you later. Damn. Homelander's gonna be the sad man. I'm not dealing with this.